The team of ITHAS organized a study cruise this year again. And it is not just an ordinary study trip, because this one takes place on a boat. This opportunity is especially open for students from the field of tourism. And our faculty was represented by 9 students this year. And out of these 9 students, one of them is here with me today, András. Why did you decide to apply, and what was your motivation behind it?
It seemed like a great opportunity, and it fell into all fields of interest, both in my professional and personal preferences.
What were your personal preferences?
I love the sea, and I spent quite a lot of time in the Dalmatian coast when I was a child. So I thought that it would be interesting to discover it as an adult in a professional way.
Understandable. And how was the applying process? What are the steps of it? How hard it is?
I think the structure was dynamic. We had 2 rounds of interviews. In the first one, they immediately picked the 9 students who would participate. And the second one was more informational, then it was already granted that we would be traveling. We had to do obviously quite a lot of paperwork, both for the program itself and the financial part of it, especially for covering our travel expenses. It was really dynamic, we didn't have much trouble.
Can you maybe describe a day?
We actually thought at home still that it would be like a holiday. I mean, it's literally a cruise ship. But it turned out that we would begin each morning at 8 a.m. We slept through leaving port, already have classes before noon, or some other activities related to the program. Each day we would have a point of interest where we would travel and learn about the local culture, touristical life, other aspects of industry, economy and tourism of the area.
Let's start at the beginning. What kind of classes did you have?
The greatest part professionally about the trip was that they invited real great names from the global tourism life, like Dr. Eric Cohen or Charles Butler, and they would each pick a topic about tourism that they are experts about. Let's say sustainability or the effect of tourism on local culture, these typical but really deep tourism related topics. And they would each give about 90 minutes lectures about it, which were actually really interesting, and we were surprised to see how much we actually learned during this trip.
And you also had like practical orientated classes or like activities in groups or teams?
Yes, so these lectures, it wasn't only the teachers, the professors who were lecturing us. They always made sure to involve us in the work. We also had to do group work in different projects. We had to do one about the ITHAS program itself, our experience about the program. And we also had to get a little bit more involved in Croatian culture in the shape of learning a Croatian song and also designing and performing choreography. Besides it, we also had a photo contest that required quite the amount of work.
So it was like 50-50, like 50% of like professional activities and like 50% of like being social and like building friendships.
I couldn't even divide it that way because like it was work from morning till the evening. We only took to the city in the evening, but still during work we already socialized. So it was kind of melted together, the two.
How many people did you attend this program?
I think there were 108 students and 2 or 3 professors with each group that came from different countries, and also the guest professors whom I already mentioned before.
And what could you do in your free time? Because you told me that at the beginning of the days you normally had like classes and like interactive lectures, and then in the evening or like in the afternoon you could like go to the city or like to the island where you were exactly that time.
They made sure that we had time to explore the local environment each day. So, as I said, we arrived at these points of interest like Šibenik or the island of Rava, and we had some free time in the islands usually to take a swim or a small hike, and in the cities to just explore the local life and nightlife as well.
And how was it? How was the nightlife, and like how
It was much different from what we are used to in Hungary. The Croatians, they are a bit more free-spirited, I would say, so they don't really care that much about regulations at these clubs and pubs. Say, when we arrived on a small island and there was only one pub open, they were about to close, but we just arrived, the entire group, and they said, oh, it's okay, we don't do like closing times here, we will remain open as long as you are here, guys. So the hospitality of the people in the cities, it was a different experience, a culture shock, I would say.
Do you speak in Croatian?
No.
But you speak in English, obviously.
Yeah.
So you could manage this whole week only speaking in English?
Yeah. English was the official language of the program and everyone spoke very well.
What's your guess? How many nations presented itself?
So there were representatives and groups from Hungary, obviously, Croatia, Slovenia, Germany and Canada, so 5.
Could you earn any credits for this 1 week?
Yes, we actually got free credits for it. We only had to ask the University of Zagreb to send us a document that they signed, and we automatically got the free credits.
And what about the finances? You need to pay everything on this 1 week?
For us Hungarians, we were fortunate enough that all of our expenses were covered, even travel expenses, because we took a bus, actually a coach, which classifies as green travel. We even got some spending money out of the program, so literally everything was covered.
What was the highlight for you in this 1 week or in this experience?
I think it was the high standards of the entire program, both professionally and personally. It gave us an experience that will last a lifetime.
Are you planning to apply for this program next year as well?
Definitely.
And what would you say to someone who hesitates to apply because of some doubts?
Listen, it's worth applying. Many people did not apply, from my friends, because they thought that they cannot plan ahead that far. I think we applied like a month before the trip or a little bit more. It's worth a try. Like, even if it turns out that you cannot attend, they won't be mad. You can just cancel and it's fine. But if there is the slightest chance that you can attend such a program and a trip, the memories are worth it that are potentially waiting for you.
Is there anything you would like to share with me and I haven't asked yet?
Yeah, don't take the bus. It's really long.
Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And if you like this video and you would like to see other contents like this, then go to our YouTube channel and check our videos out.